Motorists will see higher fuel costs to close the year as diesel and kerosene prices are set to go up this week, adding pressure on transport and household expenses during the busy holiday travel period. In an announcement on Monday, December 29, Sea Oil Philippines says it will raise pump prices by 60 centavos per liter for both diesel and kerosene starting 6 a.m. on December 30. Meanwhile, gasoline prices will remain unchanged. The adjustment takes effect as motorists continue to travel for year-end activities, with fuel firms set to implement the regular Tuesday price movements. Last week, Chete Petroleum President Leo Bellas said oil prices had been supported by geopolitical developments, including tougher enforcement of U.S. sanctions on Venezuela and intensified Ukrainian attacks on Russian oil infrastructure. Together, these factors have heightened the risk of supply disruptions and increased uncertainty in the market. Former Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin slams insinuations he was involved in the more than 8 billion pesos worth of allocable funds in the Department of Public Works and Highways budget for 2025. In a statement on Sunday, December 28, Bersamin expresses outrage over being linked to the so-called Cabral files. He is referring to the documents which were supposedly given to Batangas Representative Leandro Leviste by the late Public Works Undersecretary Maria Catalina Cabral. These files link several high-ranking officials, including cabinet secretaries, to the controversial 2025 infrastructure budget insertions. According to Bersamin, he never requested, endorsed, approved, or authorized any DPWH project or budget allocation at any stage of the budget process. He likewise denies having instructed anyone to use his name or that of the Office of the Executive Secretary for any such purpose. He calls on investigative bodies to place the matter at the top of their agenda, saying the issue tarnishes the integrity of the national budget. Bersamin urges that the so-called Cabral files be thoroughly scrutinized to unmask those behind the alleged budget manipulation. He adds that he is willing to cooperate with any legislative, administrative, or judicial investigation into the matter. Senate President Pro Tempore Ping Lacson earlier said former Public Works Secretary Manuel Bonoan and at least 4 other members of President Bongbong Marcos's cabinet allegedly had billions of pesos in allocable funds in the 2025 budget. The senator said the Blue Ribbon Committee may summon these officials. On Christmas Eve, Leviste released photos of what he claimed were DPWH documents in his possession. These allegedly summarize the total allocables or funds allocated to lawmakers and their districts from the 2025 National Expenditure Program up to the finalized 2025 budget. Bagong Alyansang Makabayan Secretary General Mong Palatinos says calling the 2026 budget a corruption-free budget is what he describes as the most explosive lie that will greet the new year. His remark comes after the Senate and House of Representatives signed a bicameral conference committee report on the 2026 budget on Sunday, December 28. According to Palatino, House Appropriation Chairperson Miko Swansing's description of the 2026 national budget as people-centered may sound apt, but he says the lawmaker was likely referring to fellow political dynasties and people in the ruling administration rather than the masses. He says the rhetoric is meaningless for ordinary people as he believes the national budget is still designed to preserve political patronage. Swansing earlier described the 2026 national budget as a people-centered budget, saying it was intricately crafted to support the needs of the masses. Meanwhile, Senate Finance Committee Chair Senator Win Gatchalian said the overall direction of the proposed spending plan focuses on human development. Gatchalian noted that a large portion of the budget is allocated to education, health, and agriculture. Both chambers of Congress are set to ratify House Bill No. 4058 in separate plenary sessions on December 29. Afterward, the budget will be transmitted to Malacanang for President Bongbong Marcos's signature.